Global happenings today. We communicate. We analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our channel. It was quite an emotional moment during the laying to rest of the brother to Chief of Staff Edison ehie. Of course, all that mattered, all in Rivers politics presently, even in the past, were there to pay their last respect. Of course, top of the moment of when the governor himself, similarly Fubara, his deputy, and other members, friends and family, and of course the political family members of Edison ehie. Of course, he's called King of Youth for a reason. A whole lot of youth, a lot of upcoming politicians were there to commensurate with him. And of course, he decided to give quite an emotional speech. Let's quickly dive into the news to find out exactly how did he pass on, referring to the brother of Edison ehie, and he had to make a plea to Riverians, to the political actors in Rivers State, and even to Nigerians as a whole. But let's dive into the news. But before we do that, please subscribe to our channel. Now, Edison ehie, the Chief of Staff to Governor Siminalayi Fubara of Rivers State, has laid his elder brother, Chairman Bennett, to rest amid tears and grief from relatives, friends, and political associates who gathered in Abarikpo community Ahwada East local government area of the state. The late Bennett died on November 13, 2024 at the Rivers State Government House Clinic, weeks after suffering fatal head injuries when gunmen opened fire during the post-election violence on October 7, 2024. Now, the attack occurred at Ahwada East Council Secretariat following violent clashes that erupted after October 2024 local government elections, where Bennett had joined political allies to celebrate the victories of the then council chairman, who won under the Action People's Party (APP) in an election conducted under Governor Fubara's administration. Now, that election was later nullified by the Supreme Court, leading to the appointment of a sole administrator, Vice Admiral Ibok Eteyibas, retired, who subsequently conducted fresh polls in August 2025. Now, speaking at the funeral, a visibly emotional ehie lamented the tragic loss and called for an end to politically motivated violence in the state. He said, and I quote him word for word, he said, "It is our prayer that no family in Rivers State will ever experience this kind of pain again. On behalf of our mother, who is unavoidably absent, and the children of our courageous elder brother, we deeply appreciate your presence, prayers, and love during this difficult time. The late Bennett is survived by 7 children, an aged mother, and 2 brothers, including Edison, the youngest of the family." Dignitaries at the funeral included Governor Siminalayi Fubara, Deputy Governor Professor Ngozi Odo, Secretary to the State Government Honorable Benebo Anabrabra, and several top government officials who joined in paying their last respects. But uniquely, visibly absent also is they call him the undisputed leader of Rivers politics. Wike, the FCT minister, one-time governor, was visibly very absent. Don't forget very quickly that Edison ehie was actually one of the boys of Wike as well. Yes, for some of us who do not know, if you check, if you have been following Rivers politics, Edison ehie didn't just emerge. He has been one of the family, that family tree that broke out of Wike, Fubara. Edison ehie is one of them. Even Ehiowo, Ambassador Chijioke Ehiowo, is also part of the family tree. But just that when you say part of the family tree, the organogram, Ehiowo was down below. Edison ehie was one of the key boys of Wike. So for Edison ehie to stand very firmly with Fubara and said enough is enough, I can't tell you almost for free that Edison ehie is someone that even Wike, when he was then governor, called him King of Youth. Even Wike knew Edison ehie as the King of Youth. He has this way with the youth. Call it charisma, whatever, but he has it with the youth. And when he lost his brother, he was able to gather quite a lot. Although they have disbanded Simplified Movement, I believe they are not disbanded. They just renamed them. The Simplified family were there live. All the former chairmen under Fubara, the one that Fubara conducted in 2024, that was a local government election that was annulled, a whole lot of them came around. Past House of Rep members, at national level were there. But the likes of Martins and Mehile were nowhere to be found. My colleague is in the house. What do you make of this very emotional speech made by Edison ehie on this matter?
Well, I think that nobody wants to see this happen again.
Yeah.
River State has experienced one of the worst moments in its political history. Throughout, dating back to 1999, it has never been this extreme.
Yeah, that's true.
And all of these was towards breaking the backbone of godfatherism in the states. Unfortunately, despite all the sacrifices made, it still couldn't happen. Somehow there's peace, but that peace is not wholesome. The people are still hopeful that one day we'll have a leader who will be free to express himself, who will be free to do the things that he has as his personal vision for the state, because no matter what we say, there's no way you operate under the influence of the Godfather and that you are permitted to do whatever you want to do, because he wants to detect the pace of development. He wants to detect the pace as it has to do with virtually everything, how money should be dispensed. Yeah, he may not totally tell you exactly line by line, precept by precept, but at one point, there are some persons you just need to water their hands and all of that, which for me, ordinarily, it shouldn't be like that. It should be a case of concentrating in the lives of concentrating on the lives of the people and making them happy. But be that as it may, just like Edison ehie has clearly pointed out, this shouldn't happen. And I just feel that this should be an issue of concern. If we believe that peace has been restored, it should not be haphazard. It should be total integration. Even those who were like your prodigals, who took a walk out of your this thing and misbehaved during the process, if you feel that you have restored back peace, because I think that the peace is all about the position. That's what I'm seeing here. It's all about the position of the governor. So pretending to have peace and just bringing in the governor into your circle, every other person who were part of your circle, you keep them far away and you claim that you have peace. That's not peace. That's not how a father bring in peace. Peace should be a case of you call your prodigal son, say, "Hi, you guys should come over. I know this, I know this, I know this. I may have go, you guys may have go. But let's, bury the, bury the hatchet and keep the state running." And you bring them in, let them have a test of governance. And even at a time like this, for you to show that there's peace, a representative would have been saying, but though I know that some of these things that had happened may be traceable to, the impact of the other family, on Fubara's family as a then. You understand? So some still believe that going closer, you may receive a slap that you did not expect, and that's why they are distancing themselves. But just as Edison has rightly pointed out, I think at this point that River State should be allowed to flow like every other state. It has been in the news for the wrong reason, and there's need for speedy recovery.
All right, let's go wrap it up. We hope truly that a genuine and lasting peace returns. Condolences to the Edison ehie's family.